Rugby League is back.
Drum roll, please.
You're a true Warriors fan.
I have no recollection of that hot take.
We don't all have to agree.
It's good to be back.
It's just a really boring thing.
Oh, partner.
Start winning some games.
I think there'll be a lot of changes to the team.
I've got them making the 8 for mine.
Let's go. Hello, folks, and welcome back to Advantage Line, TAB's Rugby League betting podcast. My name is Carl Tiley, back in the hot seat, back in studio with my good mate Paul Mawate. Paul, I'm hearing last week was a bit of a shambles. I haven't listened.
Well, yeah, no, it's so subjective. I mean,
I've got two subjects right here I'm very keen to ask on their thoughts. One being Blake Ashford. He's lost the plot already. Blake, how are you?
Oh, mate, geez, you missed one. You missed a doozy last week. It was unbelievable. One for the ages. And Mawati back in the comfort zone, back as the assistant coach or the assistant host this week.
And one person I know who will not gloss around the edges. Teddy, how was it?
Well, the major feedback I've been getting from last week's episode was Paul's change of voice as host. he really bunged on a real host voice, apparently. So you get a lot of feedback around that one.
Put
Which
his
I
radio.
enjoyed. I'll also this for Paul though. I did enjoy the lack of constraint there was last week.
Maybe I don't want to go back and listen.
I'll be honest, Carl. You don't.
Okay. Wow. It's good to be back. How's everyone's week? Melbourne Cup Day yesterday. We go all right?
Yeah, TAB went okay. Personally, no.
I found the winner.
What, half yours?
Yeah.
First one I laid. First one I crossed out, half yours. So well done to me.
Yeah, I'm like you. I backed a lot of winners yesterday. Actually, I had a great day in every race but the Melbourne Cup.
Oh.
Well, I owned a horse that won the barn dance yesterday, so that was very exciting. Our biggest ever win. So $250,000 race.
You sold
Yeah, small ownership share.
Oh, you just said owned, not own. I thought you may have sold it already.
Oh well, I'm probably not speaking my best today, Carl. But I may well have said owned. And you know what? If the right offer comes along for anyone who's listening, so you pence, we are open to offers.
What'd it pay?
$6.
Oh, nice price.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
$6 for a moral was a very nice.
Moral, yeah.
Okay, I must have missed that text. All right. Any other betting stories? I've forgotten how to do this.
I didn't think it would be a downgrade on Paul, but we're in those areas right now.
Yeah, I've got the run sheet here. I'm trying to. Any other betting stories you want to go through?
Go, Paul.
Not personally, but of course there was that punter who had that 12-leg $7 multi.
Oh, huge collect for the TAB there, $7
to collect over $730,000. Final leg, Buckaroo to finish top 3 in the Melbourne Cup.
His last top 3.
Yeah, you can't even call it a bad beat. Like, it wasn't even close.
No, just 11 out of 12, but yeah, only spent $7.41. So not a huge loss, but a potential huge loss.
And you know what? Nothing but respect for not cashing out as well. Never cash out. Well done to the punter.
They're right.
Showed some bottom.
Teddy, you got any hard luck stories?
Well, we'll get into this a bit later. I'm sure it had Eli Katara anytime try scorer. So that was probably not so much a hard luck story as one that should have just been a refund from the get-go. No. I had Dudley Dotoy last try scorer. Well, I thought I did until I realised that you couldn't actually back last try scorer in the PNG game. So I only had him anytime try scorer. I didn't have him last try scorer. So that was fun. Yeah. thought I had a nice collect there. So that's my own silly fault. No, it was a good weekend of rugby league.
Nice.
I had plenty of bad beats yesterday, including 2 horses that fell. But when you have 300 bets in a day, you're gonna get the good and the bad, aren't you? Gamble responsibly.
300 responsible bets.
300.
You know what? When you start the first at Wingatui and you're betting the last at Geraldton, You know you had a good day.
Oh, I don't-
Only on cup day.
There's
Only
one
on cup day.
list of-
Oh, gee. All right, fellas,
Mhm.
we're going to play a little game.
Oh no.
I'd actually asked you guys to do some homework.
Forget about it.
Teddy can be forgiven because he's a bit crook.
Yeah.
Blake did it. Paul didn't. So I've pivoted and we're going to try something else. Could be an absolute shocker. Could be good. Beauty is a podcast and we can cut it out if it's shit. We probably won't.
It won't
but
get cut
It
out.
won't get cut.
No.
The game is we're going to have 5 or 10 goes at this. On the count of 3, we all say a name of a player in the Kiwis starting lineup until we get it, until we all land on the same player. All right. So if you, let's do an example. Blake, I can see you nodding. You obviously know the game. For the 2 older gents here, let's say two of you land on,
I'm going to pretend I wasn't lumped in with Paul when it comes to age.
Right back at you.
let's say 2 of us land on a centre, one's on a winger, one's on a fullback, whatever. And we're in the vicinity of the back 5. So maybe we all go for a different winger, perhaps something like that. You understand the concept?
No, but let's do it. I know I have to. Are we calling out full name or just last name?
Just the name that we all understand.
Okay. All right.
Are we ready, Teddy?
Yep.
Okay.
A current Kiwis player.
In the starting lineup.
Okay. I'm going to bring that
This
up.
is gonna be so bad.
You can't say Matt Ridge. It's got to be in this one, Paul.
I'll just let Paul bring the starting lineup.
There we are.
up.
Right. I know
You
who
good?
I'm going for.
Okay.
Yep.
All at the same time.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Casey
Joe
McLean.
Arsenal clock start.
Who did you say, Blake?
Kinney.
So
Kinney, Chance, Casey
Casey.
McLean, Joe Tarpany.
So,
Okay, okay, that's
4
close.
different ones.
That's close though.
why is it close?
Well, because you 3 are all in the back line, right?
Oh.
So, all right,
Yeah.
next one.
What happens now?
Well, now you choose a different name. That's we've got to somehow move together without.
So choose a different name that no one said, or just the
Yeah.
one that I haven't said.
No, choose a different name.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yep.
Let's see. Come on, it's not
Yep.
that hard.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Kieran
James
Ford.
Fisher Harris.
Teddy's missed the memo and got straight to the forward cap.
He is.
Okay, Blake, who did you say?
I said it's Isako.
Sarko. I said Timoko,
Kieran.
Kieran Foran, and Fisher Harris. God, okay, 3 of us still in the back line. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Dylan
Kenny.
Brown.
Tomoka.
Brown?
Yeah.
Kenny?
Brown.
Brown?
Tomoka.
Tomoko.
Tomoka.
All right. We're getting close here, fella. I can feel it.
Let's go.
All right.
Are we going again?
We're going again. 3, 2, 1. Charlie.
Casey McLean.
Teddy. Me and Teddy have McLean.
You both had McLean,
Kenny.
and I had Chance. 3, 2, 1. Keano
Matthew
Kini.
Tomoka.
Arsenal clock start.
Oh, we're so close, fellas. Who you got?
Team Walker.
Kenny
McLean.
and Chance.
We're not going.
We're in the back 4. We're in the back 4. 5. We're all going to do it. I can feel it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Yes,
Casey
sir.
James
McLean.
Parker. It was so obvious, Paul.
It was
I
so
missed the
obvious.
other 4. The last term. Even I picked
We
this
won
up.
that time.
There was 3-1.
Oh, gee. We go again.
Come on, boys. Okay.
Okay. I know where I'm going.
3, 2, 1.
Keano
Casey
Kini.
Arsenal clock start.
Oh, no.
That's not. We will never. This will
2 more
not
goes.
happen.
I'll put
There's
it.
there's a clear pattern, Paul, if you can pick up on it.
There's another obvious one here.
It's very obvious.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Casey
Manchester.
McLean. Oh, no.
Did you say Timoko, Blake?
I said
Oh,
Brown.
Oh, God.
I said Timoko.
Yeah,
Did you say
Teddy and I got it.
Why was it obvious?
because the other 4 of the back 5 had been taken last turn.
I thought we were still on the back line. I didn't know we were back 5.
I'll give you a hint. That's all I'm going to say this time. He comes from Norwegian heritage.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Charles
Middle
Costa.
A bit of table talk going on there.
Oh, as predicted, absolute shocker. But that's fun.
But it'll still go to where?
That was fun.
Could I ask what you were going to do with the other
Yeah.
thing you asked us to do?
Yeah, so if I'd ask you guys to send me a what was the wording I used?
You asked me to send a category. I sent that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Coaches.
Did you? Oh, okay. I missed that. All right, you didn't do the homework. Anyway, ask the boys to send me a category. I was going to see if you could outsmart AI, and I was going to have
I can definitely outsmart.
AI give you an easy, a medium, and a hard question based on your category.
I saw AI declare Andy Bickler 1 test wonder, and he played 9 tests and got 58 wickets. So AI is stupid.
Guess what game we're playing next week, fellas?
I'm not saying I'm smarter. I'm saying I might be less stupid or more stupid.
But you know your category well. Okay. All right. Good game. Let's go good, bad, ugly for the week. I'm going to put my hand up here. I had some stuff on the weekend. I didn't watch a lot of rugby league, and by that, I didn't watch any rugby league. I've seen the highlights.
I've just found my bad.
As I said, Teddy, I had some stuff going on.
Okay? I couldn't have found a TV to show some rugby league? Come on.
Well, we had it on during the event I did for charity, but I was otherwise engaged in that event for charity. So I didn't see a lot. But based on the highlights I saw, my good is the Kiwis' performance against Tonga. Looked very good. Some very good tries, very good long-range tries. Keano Kini in particular. Very good player. And I just hope he can stay injury-free for the next 12 months because he will light up the NRL next year.
Well, I hope Sebastian and Chris, the calf's okay, but the force sort of change with Kinney coming into the starting lineup really did come up trumps.
Doesn't sound like that sad for him, Paul, to be perfectly fair.
Oh, no, I 100% crikey. But no, yeah, Kinney coming into the side was just absolutely superb, and Tonga weren't in it from the outset. Oh, I thought the Kiwis just totally dominated. Firstly, up front, I expected a wee bit more from Tonga, but they were just completely outplayed. This was one of the most complete Kiwi performances in a long, long time. They were just so good. Really enjoyed it.
Probably since that game we piled 30 on Australia.
You do it once and you're up and about.
We haven't played them since. Was that your good too?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know I'm in the right areas without having watched the game.
Gee, we should have done this as our thing.
Blake, what's your good?
Oh, just the scenes at Eden Park. Mate,
So
I still remember the going to Eden Park when they had the triple header there.
That was a great day.
Yeah, that was a great day. Took my boy there, and being there, obviously going for Australia, didn't get the result. Tonga beat Australia, but the scenes then were pretty epic. But I can only imagine 5 years down the track how big it would have been at Eden Park there. And I think, you know, those fans, they said, like one try, but they were up dancing, singing, cheering the whole game. Like it would have been awesome to be part of.
You might have shown loyalty to Australia that day, Blake, but I was an honorary Tongan that day. I would have been waving that red flag. I was all over Tonga that day. One of the great fill-ups of all time.
What's your good, Teddy?
Well, I think you've all taken a very noble position here of great rugby league fans. The actual highlight of the weekend was the Australian national anthem, and Jarvo joining the end of the line. And not only joining the end of the line, getting his arm around Cam Munster, surviving most of the anthem, and then being the number one focus of the press conference afterwards when Munster thought he was Kevy's cousin, which would not have surprised. No one paid attention. This bloke did not look like a rugby league player in the slightest. And just got straight on. And I thought for a pretty ordinary test, it was a real nice little bit of spice to start things off.
It was Munster's interview after when he was like, I just thought he was like Make-A-Wish. They put the kid out and like like a guy who he'd won a prize or something. Yeah, like he was good Munster.
It was a real backhanded compliment to the bloke too. Like, Make-A-Wish, just like he wanted to put his arm around me. So I thought, if that's what you want to do.
I like he said, he tried to get in between me and Paddy Carrigan. He's like, no, mate, this is our tradition. We like this, but you go in the end.
Yeah.
I thought, when I first saw it, I thought it was AI. I was like, there's no way this bloke can get on that easily and get on the big one.
I thought it was Dean and Kemp. Just put on a couple of kilos.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Shots fired to bloke.
Dean and Kemp.
Yeah, I obviously said put on a bit, but, just the features.
Sorry, Dean, and the opinions of Blake Ashford are not that on the Advantage Line podcast.
AI cross Dean and Kemp with Nick Tedeschi.
Okay, Blake Ashford never to be seen on Bloke in a Bar.
Bad. My bad. Just Tonga, you touched on Tonga's performance, but I think Tonga's Pacific Championship performance overall, like so much has been made of that Tongan team, what they've done over the last 5-6 years. You could argue that this team was the best they've had on paper in all of that time, and they just did not fire a shot at all.
I think Tulato Kola has been a shining light, but outside that, I can't think of too many.
No.
I'll tell you what, you think the Tongan team played bad. What about the state of Tongan medical schools right now? In all sorts.
Oh, here we go.
That's the ugly. Is the whole
that's mine.
The whole Ali Katoa situation.
Yeah.
Was,
how does that?
I had like I said, I didn't see this, and I had him also Teddy. I also had him anytime try through last leg of my multi. And when I saw
who's the real victim here, Elliot Carl.
I saw the pre-match head clash after the fact, and I thought, oh well, that's why I didn't get my multi up. He didn't play, and then when I heard he played, I was like, what do you mean he played?
Here's the thing: like, if this had not been broadcast, whatever, that was broadcast before the game, and he was playing. He was cleared to play and was back warming up less than 10 minutes after he had a head clash. So all this, those high and mighty on, the doctors are doing it. Absolutely right. There's no way he cleared proper NRL protocols. Like, there's no way he sat out for 15 minutes and had a HIA and sat down and then went back on and was cleared by that. Like, if that happened during a game, he would have been a Category 1 straight away and would not have got close to it. So the fact that they even let him play was disgraceful. And then when he copped an early head knock to let him back on the field, like, if I'm Ali Katoa, I am considering legal action against the Tongan doctor. Full stop.
I don't know whether the NRL, like they surely saw the footage before, but I don't know the rulings around that, whether, like, they should step in. Like, we all agree they should have stepped in. Whether or not, like you said, if it was in a game, Category 1, like they did to Stefano the week before.
Yeah.
He was out for the game, he missed this week. They would have gave him Category 1, but I don't know whether the NRL had anything to do with the pre-game.
I don't think the NRL would have had anything to do with it. Like, I think this was incumbent on the Tongan team to have ruled him out. And the fact they didn't, and this whole, doctors always have the best interest of the player or at heart, is absolutely right. Now, I'm sure I'm going back a fair ways here, but doctors who are employed by clubs and countries typically have the best interest of the club and country at heart, rather than the player. And I'm not saying that they are disregarding of the player's health, but I'm saying in close calls, whatever, for 100 years, they needle injured players up. For 100 years, before we knew all we knew about concussion, they sent players back on. And we have seen in big games, players who would normally be ruled out with a HIA in round 1 or 2 games get let back onto the field to try and win a game. Very important players. So I refuse to believe that doctors always have the best interest of the players at heart, and they certainly did not in this case.
The concussion test, though, might have changed since I played, but it used to be like they'll name 5 things. So pen, orange, sky, something. And they'll ask all these questions. Some questions you wouldn't get if you weren't concussed. So, like, I'll give you an example and you try to do it. Name the months of the year backwards. Go.
December, November, October, September, August, July, June, May, April.
Like, it's not easy.
March, February, January.
So imagine you're halfway through a game, having it come off, and if you're a little, and then try and get that. Like, and that's just one of the things. I know there's other little things, but like, it would have been. There's ways to pass it, if you want to get around it. But they should have, after what we've seen over the last so many years, he shouldn't have been allowed to play.
These are only questions you get asked by bouncers out there in front of nightclubs. It looks like you've had too many, but there are ways to get around it. Little tip. If you fancy you're going to stumble, just let them know before you do it. You've just had a knee reconstruction. Works every time.
I'm still trying to remember the 4 things Blake said at the start of his. It was pen,
sky, pen,
orange, and something else. Leaf?
I think something else was what he said.
I can't even remember. That's how good I'm going.
Did you have to say them in order, or would they say what was the third thing in your list?
No. You say they give you the 5, then you talk for about.
Oh, okay.
It might be so like you go through all these little drills like that, little tests, and it goes for about 5-6 minutes, and then at the end he goes, "Oh, what were those 5 things?" And,
next week, can you prepare an HIA test for us? Or?
Yeah, I'll try and I'll come with something.
I think I'm a category 1 already.
Oh yeah,
it's a very funny test because I probably couldn't do it at 100%.
No, I couldn't.
Parkinson's is a cruel disease, Paul.
Oh, jeez.
Paul Mawadi career games 0. Been in the NRL for 5 years.
Well, excuse me, Paul Mawadi career games 1
off the bench.
Thank you.
So
my bad was, well, it was depending on what point of view you're taking, could be good. It was the bookies opening Papua New Guinea as outsiders in their game last week, and the market corrected them quite quickly too.
Not quick enough. It's delicious.
Oh, no, you got a few on.
Got a few on. My bad's related to that as well. How are Edwin Apape and Dudley Dotoy don't have NRL contracts is beyond me. Apape wouldn't just be a fringe NRL player. Apape would be one of the best 4 or 5 hookers in the comp. He is a sensational player. He was brilliant again the other day. And the fact that a club like Canterbury is going to roll out Bailey Hayward as hooker when Edwin Apape is there, like, seriously, get your act together, NRL recruiters. And Dudley Dotoy, playing for the Townsville Blackhawks, only got 37 tries in 36 games, scored in both his tests. Get the kid on. I've seen some very ordinary wingers get runs this year. Dudley Dotoy is better than a fair few of them. So, your dogs are rolling, again, dogs rolling out Blake Wilson, Marcelo Montoya. Pretty sure we could roll out Dudley Dotoy, be better off, and probably save about 600,000 in the salary cap.
Well,
it sounds like he's lobbying for a job here.
They'll have a team soon.
He's trying to get them all to the Bulldogs by the sounds of it too.
Yeah.
Well, we got rid of our PNG star, Reece Martin, in one of the biggest disgraces since Jonathan Thurston. Anyway, enough of that. Thanks, Trent Barrett.
Cease and desist. Consistency.
He hasn't sobered up from the premiership win, Paul. I'll be sweet.
All right, let's move on to previewing this week's games. We'll start, Teddy, somewhere I know you love. Let's go to the women's final in the Pacific Championship. Australia $1.14, New Zealand $5.75. The line 12.5, the total 37.5. They just played last week, 10-4 Australia.
Yeah, Australia couldn't play much worse. New Zealand played very well, and for some reason, Ricky Henry has then decided to drop two of their best players. Wally Antafunga and Patricia Malepo dropped. Patricia Malepo, I thought, was outstanding. Got hooked in the second half for reasons that weren't really particularly. I thought she must have been hurt. Antafunga didn't miss early on and has been resold again for someone called Taisha Ikanasio, who was dreadful against Samoa. So stupid there. And on the Australian side, only Tamika Upton back on the side. I know there's been a lot of fanfare around Abby Church. For the life of me, I have no idea how she got man of the match last week, but she did. But Upton, a huge upgrade there. And Liv Higgins in for Keely Davis, probably a push there. But the interesting part there is that Quincy Dodd had to play the full 80 minutes at hooker last week when Keely Davis got injured in the first set. So they're going to have that two hooker rotation, which has served so well. For some reason, Jess Sturge's been dropped to the bench for Jakaya Whitfield, but Whitfield's a very good player as well. So I can't believe this line has dropped 10 points.
Yeah.
Then New Zealand, plus 22.5. Tamika's back. It's at CommBank now, and the line's minus 12.5. That is utterly ridiculous. This is a chips in job, Australia. Australia 10-1 since 2017. 3 of the last 5 wins by 14 plus. New Zealand have not scored more than 12 points in their last 8, which would be pretty key to my best bet in this game. Australia, Samoa's probably the best guide, other than the last week. Australia smoked them. New Zealand strolled home. Australia have conceded 12 points in their last 6 tests.
Wow.
12, not 12 points a game, 12 points in their last 6 tests. So I'll be loading up on the minus here, but best bet for me, New Zealand team total, under 11.5, $2.15. Holy moly. That is one of the great bets.
That's Newcastle Knights areas, that is.
Yeah, that's no knock on New Zealand. I thought New Zealand toughed it out real well. New Zealand, I probably didn't give, well, I backed them, but didn't give New Zealand the credit they probably deserved last week. They really shut Australia down. I thought they defended well. They just lack the class to score points, particularly in the back line. And it's not improving. Like, bringing Ash Quinlan to 5'8", she's not a renowned point scoring machine. So I think I'm better off with Patricia. Probably should have played my girl in the wing, taking Ryan, no late call-up, but Ricky Henry will probably learn his lesson from the sideline because I imagine this will be his last series after some of their selection calls. So, but chips in Australia.
All right. Blake, Paul, you got anything to add on this game?
Oh, I'm with Teddy here. I can't believe the line has moved that much, either minus 12.5. Look, the Kiwi Ferns did play very, very well, certainly defensively last weekend, but that was a poor performance by the Jillaroos. I think they will be wanting to put a bit of a score on the Kiwi Ferns here. The addition of Upton back in the back line, another big plus. Yeah, the only other thing could be if Aiken was good to go. She'd make a big difference in the halves there for the Jillaroos. But I still, as Teddy says, it's now over that side of the Tasman. There's a whole lot of things that should be, the point start should be where it was last week or pretty close to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm morals.
Oh, yeah, not too much else to add. It's already been said. The only try really last week was sort of by a miscommunication. They thought the player was held or something had happened and Anessa Biddle went through. And I just can't see Australia playing that poorly again. And like Teddy said, New Zealand did play well. But I think this is Australia's by a big margin.
I'm deeply concerned about Anessa Biddle's health and fitness if she's letting Ali Brigginshaw go with her for 50 metres at this stage of Ali's career. Come on, Anessa.
The one of the only creative players in the Kiwi Ferns was Patricia Maliepo, and she's gone. So I just don't see where points are coming from.
I thought her kicking game was sensational last week.
It was. She's one of the best kickers in the game.
All right. Prayers for the Kiwi Ferns. Next one, we'll go to England, $6. Australia, $1.14. The line on this one's 16.5. The total 37.5. Australia have wrapped up the Ashes. You got any stats on this one, Teddy?
I do. I haven't seen if it's been named this morning. It doesn't look like it's been named, but I'll be this is going to beg your pardon, Pat?
I say no, it doesn't look like it. No, the team.
This is very much going to be a play on what side Australia name, and I suspect Kevin Walters is going to name all the backups.
Yeah,
is what's going to happen. So, I'll be word of warning. I'll be waiting until team lists are out. For the England side, well, they'll make change. I imagine we're going to see the third half pairing. I think George Williams will be dropped after last week's performance. So I think Mikey Lewis, Harry Smith will be the halves pairing. England shaped up last week. England absolutely probably had everything go their way. They had 53, 47% possession, 127 more run meters. They won the error count 15-11, won the penalty count 9-6, and they still never look like scoring a try. Absolutely never look like scoring a try. So that's a big concern when you kind of get that peak performance with the Ashes on the line. Now, Ashes are gone. Are you going to be able to get that level of intensity back up? Don't know. So either way, I don't know if they've got a lot of points to them. Probably lean towards the plus, just so big, the 16.5. I think this is, I would argue this is the worst Australian side of my lifetime. Like, they've been ordinary. They've made 15 errors a game, both games. They look like they've never been coached before. They look like they've barely met. Well, they are winning this on class alone. Like, the players are just too good. There's just too much there. Kevin must have them out on the drink every night because they look like they're playing hungover. But you know what? They're still on the Ashes, so it doesn't much matter. The best bet in this one, though, and the best bet for maybe not the weekend, but close, under 37.5. Australia have the last 6 Australian tests, 34 or fewer. England have no points in them. So I'll be all over that one. Just some other numbers. Australia's won all 12 tests since England reverted to being England, not Great Britain, in 2008. So 13 tests. They've won the last 3 at Headingley. Now, the last test at Headingley was back in 84, so probably not a huge, 86, so probably not a huge relevance there. But yeah, I'll be jumping on the under as a max bet and probably taking a plus small. But looking for sides, I'll be looking, if you want about the plus, get on early. If you want about the minus, wait late.
Fellas, anything to add?
Yeah, look, I love rugby league. I really do. But
here we go.
It just does not excite me, this series at all. It's, as a kid, I used to wake up and watch the Ashes, and you just never knew which way it was going to go. This has, I don't know how they get it back, but they need to do something because it's just a boring series. And
have you not been waking up for it, Blake?
Nah, I just haven't. It just has not excited me at all. It hasn't. And look, I think, to be honest, I think Mitch Moses will probably get a nod in this game. He hasn't played, I don't believe, yet.
No.
I think he will absolutely brain England. I think he will dominate.
I think his style of play reminds me a lot of the
booking.
This reminds me a lot of the Ricky Stewart, Alan Langer battles where Ricky would always play overseas in England, and I don't think Ricky played a test in Australia. I might be wrong on that one, but Alfred always played in Australia, and Bozo had a very strong view that you need a different style of halfback to beat England. And to me, Ricky Stewart and Mitch Moses are peas in a pod when you look at types of halfback. Great long kicking game, throw a great long pass. Whereas Nathan Cleary, probably not the Alf style, but a bit more robotic, a bit more play within a system. I agree with you. I think in Moses' plays, it opens up the attack a lot more.
Barely a first grader.
Yeah, well, I think Teddy already answered how to make this series bloody good again. It's to make them play Great Britain, not England.
To be fair, the team would be exactly the same. If you were in different coloured jerseys.
There'd be a couple of changes in there.
I'm sorry, I don't know if you're aware of how in the dire states that Scottish and Irish rugby league, Scottish and Welsh rugby league are in. But there would be 0 changes.
I might get a start in Scotland. I'll send that video from our Warriors training.
Oh,
I wouldn't.
I laughed too hard then. Sorry.
I watch that video back every night, Paul. Every night before bed.
I believe you.
I believe you too.
The part that I get is that I caught more bombs than Blake did.
was never a good winger as well as a centre.
Okay, last one we'll look at the New Zealand Kiwis, $1.64 versus Samoa, $2.30. The line 3.5, the total 43.5. This one also at Combank this weekend. Teddy, what have you got here?
Yeah, both teams have 17 NRL players, which is always good when you got a Pacific Island nation there. 12 players in finals for the Kiwis, 9 for the Samoan team. New Zealand, same 17 as last week. Important. Samoa, week off, now lost Jeremiah Nanai as well. So it certainly hurts their attack. Advantages, New Zealand, outside back, edges. Samoa, coach, fullback, though Kini's probably narrowing that gap at a rate of knots. New Zealand 6-0 all time. Won 4 matches by 18 plus. 24-18 in week 1 of the Pac Champs, but probably lucky to get away with that one, New Zealand. So we were certainly lucky to cover that one. Recent form, New Zealand were ordinary last year's Pacific Champs, but then smoked PNG, beat Samoa, smoked Tonga this year. They've only lost once to a non-Australian team since 2018. Samoa lost 6 straight before the Tongan win, smoked by England last year, did reach the World Cup final. I've got to bet New Zealand here. I thought the line would have moved in excess of a converted try. I think New Zealand look much, much, much better with the team they're fielding this week than the one they fielded against Samoa. I love Kini at fullback. I think it's the smart play there. Yeah, I'm back in the -3.5 with a fair degree of confidence.
Yeah, Blake, I wonder, for my views, like, I think having the week off before the final, probably not a good thing for Samoa.
Yeah, I've been trying to think about that. Like, even like you look at, I thought Tonga having so long off, and then obviously I gave them an excuse when they played Samoa. But seeing how they performed against the Kiwis, I don't know how it sits with having the week off or not. I think there's just questions around both these teams. I don't think the lineups will stay the same. Like, I can't see Jazz Tavanga starting at 9. I would personally have how they played against Tonga. But if he does keep Jazz at 9, I think it's a note to where Ben Gardner wants to play. And he wants to meet them right through the middle. Like naming Francis Molo at 8 and Josh Papali'i on the bench. I think that's a way where if you've got Jazz there at 9, that's how they're going to try and beat the Kiwis, because we know the Kiwis have been dominant this tournament through the middle. That's where they've won. Even getting Terrell May back on the bench. So I still think there'll be some movement around this. But we go back to game 1. There was a couple of drop balls from Samoa that could have iced the game.
Oh, they should have won. They should have
won. And I know both have had some changes throughout, and they both had 2 exceptional performances since. So I don't know. I think the Kiwis do get it, but I'm not as confident as I was before they played in the first game.
But Blake's right. There's no way Harris Tavita and Ayala start on the bench. You can get away with playing Jazz off the bench as a middle forward and play both those guys. Both those guys don't play if they're on the bench. They're not playing 2 backup hookers.
What do you reckon, Paulie?
I'm on the same page as Teddy here. What is it, -3.5 at the moment? I thought it would be closer to -6.5, -8.5. Even so, that first game where Samoa had every chance of upsetting the Kiwis, I think the Kiwis have once again got another week under their belt. The introduction of Kini makes a massive difference to that back line. So, yeah, I love the Kiwis here.
Just he's so fast. The speed is everything at the moment.
Yeah. They don't like speed at the Gold Coast, though, do they?
No, they don't.
Absolutely not. I'm surprised he hasn't been resold and sent on his way.
I'm sure there's
just waiting
16 or 17 other clubs just sitting there with the checkbook out waiting.
I can't believe they weren't more going for Khan Pereira. Did he sign with the Warriors?
He has.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. That's a great signing.
Yeah. All right, let's do some betting then. Believe it or not, we're only at 40 minutes. This is huge. This is huge.
It's quite an effort, though, with 3 games and no one preparing for anything.
The game at the start it could have been shorter.
Could have been shorter and more interesting.
Okay. Teddy, give us your bets.
Best bet, New Zealand women's team total under 11.5, $2.15. Try scorer, Casey McLean, $1.88. Seems a cheat code, but easy. Same game multi. You don't have a price on this yet, but Tamika try, Julia try, Jillaroos 13+. Imagine that'll wash up at about around the $4.50 mark. And any other alternate total in this one, under 30.5 points in the Ashes, $2.70. Hoping Mitchell Moses doesn't play. Hoping they roll out Cleary again and let the robot go to work. But it's under 30.5 in the Ashes.
Cool. Blake, what do you got?
Nice. I've got the alternate handicap for my best bet, the Jillaroos minus 17.5 at $2.35. Anytime try scorer, I'm going back to Murray Tulangi, who dropped about 3 or 4 chances against the Kiwis last time. I'm just going to stick with him at $2.25. Same gamer. I've got the Kiwis to win, Keano Kini and Casey McLean to cross, $6.35. And anything else, I've got the Kiwis 1-12 and the Kangaroos minus 10.5, $4.
Nice. Paul's still pulling us together, so I'll go.
I hate to ask how the sheet's been up there.
Oh,
I forgot about that. I told you I forgot how to do this. We'll go to that after
Don't
this.
worry,
I best bet New Zealand minus 3.5, $1.90. Try scorer Casey McLean, $1.88. Same game multi, Kiwis 13+, McLean and To'o at $12.59. And then anything else, Kangaroos 1-12, Jillaroos 13+, Kiwis 13+, $20.13.
wow. Oh, mate. I love the preparation.
You're ready, pal.
No, have a look at the sheet. It's already filled out. My best bet, Jillaroos minus 19.5 at $2.65. Try scorer, Keano Kini at $3.20. Same game multi. Jillaroos minus 12.5, Upton and Robinson to score a try. And my anything bet, Kiwis to win by 13 or more into the Jillaroos to win by 13 or more.
Cool. So my bet's dead.
Well, what was your bet?
Kiwis 13+.
One more to look out for. See if any bookies have the ball to throw up a line on this one. But Cook Islands play South Africa in the final spot at the World Cup. Qualifier this week. That'll actually open up at Combank on.
I'll take Combank, yeah.
Yeah. So Cook Islands have got, I think Mawali's come back. Valentine Holmes has gone into the squad. If you can get anything under 80, that's a bet. This is a max bet, minus 80, Cook Islands. Rugby league's not even legal in South Africa, so let's just hope there's something there.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, minus 80.
Shout out to the trading team. Pretend you didn't hear the predicted line. Just go and do your own research and put up your own line.
I don't think the trading team listen to this podcast yet. It's fine.
Oh, I can attest they do not.
Based on some of the lines I've seen, they'd be well served to do so.
Quick results from last week. Blake had 4 bets. Tonga plus 9.5 was his best. No good. Tupou to score a try. Good. Upton 2 tries. New Zealand plus 22.5. Over 38.5. No good.
Refund. No Jamaica.
Anyway, the anything bet, Fiji 1-12, Tonga plus 12.5, England plus 18, no good. So he was down.
You will adjust $12.
$12.50. And for the international window, he is down just under $100.
Nah, I'm not. See, nah. You can't miss weeks and come back and then call me under 100. This can't be right, this sheet. I'm sure I'm up. I'm in the plus.
Righty-ho. Surly last week. PNG 1-12, best bet, no good. Casey McLean to score a try, yes. Kiwis, McLean, and Kohler orders in the same game multi, no good. And then he had PNG 1-12, Kiwis 1-12, no good.
That's also a refund with no collar, just quietly.
He was down 27.50 for the week, and he's down about $40.50 for the international window.
Punters, you can have $25 in all these same game multis.
Nothing from Carl last week.
I would have had Casey McLean any time.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Teddy.
Look, that's the first time in 5 years I haven't put my bets in. Give me a break.
Best bet, PNG plus 3.5, easy. Angus Crichton to score a try, no. Upton, Robinson, and Surgis to score tries, no.
That's a refund. That's another refund.
Tonga to upset the Kiwis, no good. Teddy was down $30 for the week.
Was down $5 for the week.
He's down $30 for the week, and he's up $50 for the Pacific Champs.
How much am I up still? 200 something? 300 something?
Protecting his lead by not putting his 10%.
126.25.
I've learned from Sally.
Yeah, minus.
My best bet, Kiwis and PNG both to win. Tick. Julia Robinson to be the first try scorer. No good. Upton, Kelly, Pinatani, Robinson to score. That's a refund. Tonga to lead at halftime. Kiwis to win. No good. I was up 27.65 for the week, and I'm down $119.45.
Can we just give Paul a round of applause? I think that's his first winning week in about 52 weeks. Well done, Paul.
Amazing to push him to minus $119.
All right, boys, that'll do us this week. Next week, probably the last advantage line of the year. For a little spell anyway. Go freshen up in the paddock.
Yeah.
Some of us might be freshened for longer than others, but we'll see.
I've seen plenty of horses out for a permanent freshen up.
No. All right, fellas.
Oh, boy.
Thank you to the punters. Thank you to you, boys. And we will be back next week to do it all again on the advantage line.